It's Friday, and this is the Prosper Group Week in Review. Each week, we take a look at what is happening in digital advocacy and politics with a right-of-center focus. I'm Dan Huber.
And I am Caroline Alexander. Remember, we are available on all podcasts, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you subscribe to all those and just tune in each week. So, Dan, what have we seen in social listening this week?
Well, we have a newsletter every day. We do the AM rundown provided by Social Listening from the Prosper Group. And if people are interested in signing up for that, we'll make sure and include that with the podcast. But we've seen some interesting discussion this week, a little more around, some policy. On Thursday, the House passed gun control. Of course, the $1.9 trillion stimulus was passed. And one of the things that's popped up, and for people who are following the news, this probably isn't a huge shocker, but some discussion around immigration. There was a CBS report earlier this week that the amount of traffic at the southern border in the United States has been up significantly. The conversation around Dr. Seuss, we've continued to see that in social listening this week. So people continue to talk about that. Doesn't seem to be going away. It has a little bit of stickiness. So really, those are kind of the big things. There's a lot of policy going on. Coming out of Washington, we see that some of the president's confirmations are going through. So, the Senate's been spending a lot of time on that.
Definitely. There's a lot moving in Washington right now, that's for sure. What else we have going on?
Well, a couple things. On the fun side, we're in the middle of March. The conference tournaments are going on right now, and the NC2A's tournament selections this weekend, with the tournament starting next week. Just for fun, we're going to invite people to do a NCAA tournament bracket with us. We'd love to have people join. The other big thing that we've been working on this week, we have a new post out about how to kind of kick off your digital campaign, especially if you're doing it from a do-it-yourself kind of point of view. So it's a digital startup guide for political campaigns and advocacy. Goes through a lot of simple how-tos, kind of a checklist for starting your campaign, accepting donations, processing email subscriptions, and how to set up your social media, review your social media that exists, and putting together a house file for your campaign. Really targeted kind of at campaigns that are new to running for office, but there's some things there that are probably useful for anybody who's looking to run for office. So that's pretty much it, kind of short and sweet this week.
That's okay with me. Even though the Wildcats will not be in the tournament, I still will post my bracket and hopefully get something good out of this tournament, but we'll see. And that's all we really have. So remember to subscribe to the podcast at Apple, Spotify, or Google. And thanks for joining us. We'll talk to y'all soon.